Greetings, folks. Let me begin by saying this. No, I did not make up the name of this game because I was lazy. This game takes place directly as a sequel of The Walking Dead.
You need my DNA.
So like a blood transfusion.
You need my deep inside you.
But what is this game about beside killing zombies? Yet another zombie survivor. It's a squad-based roguelite where you run with survivor of a specific class with its own unique abilities and power-ups. And through the run you can rescue survivors and add 2 more to your mission. Extra pickups will result in bonus perks which will happen periodically through the run. At this moment the game features 8 playable classes, a few arenas and several game modes. However, to lock some of them you will be required to play through the game various stages and complete achievements. The game features many, and unlocking achievements will grant you access to items which you can get from chests open during the run. These are build-defining items which will radically alter how your team performs. If you pick a combination of gasoline, exploding skull, and magically your pyro will become more effective at blowing up enemies on your screen. However, as this is a squad-based roguelite, in your build you also need to account for your team members. Clearly, specializing with elemental damage, with tank, Swat and medic, isn't as effective as, for example, using an engineer, Huntress and Pyro. However, classes offer unique synergies when you can unlock them, which will happen when you rank a class high enough, and will even allow you to change how abilities works by morphing them. An example is the artillery barrage on the tank. At its final stage, it can either become toxic or electric. I hope you like skill trees because this game features many. A global one with permanent buffs, and a class-specific one limited by the level of your class. Simple, yes, however, here is the problem. While the global tree always gets XP, to rank up your class, it needs to be present in your group, and it takes quite a while to rank everything up. This is why my medic and mechanist are a bit pathetic. Every skill in this game has tags. Classes also offer medals that you can unlock and use before you start a mission. To make it very short, to have a good run, you want to focus on items, medals and abilities that benefit those tags to increase your damage. So, let's talk about classes. Tank is the guy you don't really want to mess up with. He got mines, artillery strikes, miniguns, rocket launchers, but more importantly the super shotgun. I argue one of the best weapons in the game. It really hits hard and has a nice spread. But more importantly, tank offers saw blades. One of the best abilities in the game. It's always up and it's extremely effective, especially early on to keep you alive. If you invest enough slashing damage and kinetic, can really shred the bosses even. How can a zombie touch you if he's sawn in half? Swat. At the beginning, Swat can feel a bit underpowered. Most of his strength comes from the late game, when he has access to ricochet bullets, and among things the grenade launcher. It pairs extremely well in explosive builds, since he also has access to grenades, helicopters and turrets, and this last one can even be morphed to be more explosive. Plus, you can enjoy this shooting ASMR when you have enough attack speed. Ah, beautiful. Engineer, it's our electric guy. Very bright, very zappy. I didn't play too much with it because he is not weak, and I'm sure you can make it work. However, I tend to go toward more kinetic bleed and explosive builds because I really can't talk too much about him. He has synergy with Ghost and Mechanist, just in case you were wondering. Huntress, she is very strong and especially versatile. She can build toward different elements and can be included in many setups as a replacement for most characters. She can go toxic, ice or explosive. Her main attacks also include Rain of Arrow, and with enough cooldown reduction this becomes very deadly. I found the lightning version more useful due to the extra explosions. She can also summon decoys, which can be useful as well. Ghost, our weebo samurai in the zombie apocalypse. We couldn't really have one game without the edgy Sasuke fan running around with his Chidori. He can throw down shurikens and slash the air faster than the speed of Narusaku shippers when Hinata and Naruto were made canon, which came with the golden age of the Raikage Netorare dojins. Pyro. I don't feel like I should explain this character, right? He is the avatar of fire. He has flamethrowers, fire axes, twin fire axes. He can even leave patches of fire on the ground. It felt a bit underwhelming to build him, because he needs certain items, and I feel that RNG was punishing me when I couldn't get them. So when I added Pyro in my group was always when I was doing something else, and well, the alternative was Medic, and of course. Talking about Medic, I stopped playing this character when I realized he was killing undead by vaccinating them. Who am I, a doctor? On a serious note, maybe eventually I will play her, but for now I need to stop because unlocking the last character was quite grindy enough. Mechanist. Our very savvy girl expects you to use your abilities a few thousand times to even get to data. My advice is to go in endless mode, lowest difficulty, use Pyro and Ghost, as their cooldowns are very short. I figured this out a bit too late, and I could have saved myself a lot of time. She felt incredibly strong, because she has the ability to lower the cooldown of all your team's ability if you stay in the circle. She has also access to very strong weapons from the get-go. The throwing wrench and the lancer hit like a truck, even without too many skill points in them. She has also access to explosive and most likely very auto-funny tools. So, is this game worth it? The graphics are nice, and so the animation and the effects. It also presents a good enemy variety that change depending on the stage, and while there are not that many, the different game modes kinda make up for it. You have hardcore, which is harder, extermination, where you need to kill 20 waves of enemies, but you don't get any experience before the wave is over. So you understanding how the game system works and how to build will be tested. And then you have the one-hit mode, which is like play it if you hate yourself. You only have one single hit point and any attack will kill you, so good luck. To be honest, the game, however, felt a bit grindy. I dislike games where experience is tied to a single character and it's not global. Even when you earn experience for all the classes present in the run, there are only 3 and there are a lot of classes. And at the start, when a class is not really that high level, they will feel so bad. I feel that tank Sawblades carried my ass through the entire game, and also the randomness of squad composition sometimes ruined my plan when I was trying to do something specific. While you can reroll and banish certain things, there are a lot of variables in this game because items are important and you only have a limit on how many you can use. And once you recruit a squad member, you cannot dismiss him, so you kinda lock yourself in. It's not a bad game, however, but keep in mind that you will need to do many runs before you can unlock some of the funnier tools. So overall, yes, I advise this game if you enjoy roguelites. However, it's not the easiest roguelite to get into compared to the one that I played before. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe for more autism. See you!